masters of the Nerdiverse. Welcome to the Nerdiverse. Go ahead, sit and listen to the masters, the old heads, talk about what you love the most. Video games, comics, movies, and everything you need to maintain. We got the knowledge that's straight out the ether. Gonna need a drink and have to take a seat to expand your mind and listen to the speaker. Mike and the squad's gonna give you what you need. And please send in a question, come and get some answers, learn a couple lessons from the masters with the special guests. We got the Green Lanterns glowing on their chest. Yes, please sit back and relax, cause we gonna hit you with them stone cold facts. And allow me to be the very first to welcome you to the masters of the Nerdiverse. Welcome back, Nerdiverse. I'm, of course, your indubitious host, Mike G, directly in the light. We are MOTN Live, where almost anything can happen at any given time. It is a great evening as the sun is literally burning my eyes. I hang out with you guys to talk about a little bit of everything. Here is my esteemed panel, my esteemed groupings. Let's go introductions all around. It is Tootie Odin. What's going on, Toots?
Yay! What's up? How are you?
Oh, man.
All the lights.
My future's so bright I gotta wear shades, bro.
Yo.
My future's so bright. We gotta wear shades. Introductions. It is the man we call Wash. What's going on, sir?
Yo, that was my high school graduation song, like what I played in the car as I was leaving in my car with my diploma, and I was like, yeah, Wash is out, and we see how well it's turned out. So
Yeah,
things are
man.
going well. On the flip side, I do have this I don't know what light it is, but this red light that flashes in my window that's coming from somewhere. And I was just right before we hopped on, I was like, you know what would be cool if I could take like the Kenobi message from Star Wars, him warning the Jedi not to come back, and translate that into Morse code and put that into like a red light to beam back at them. Yeah, ChatGPT told me how to do that. So
Dude,
that's cool.
you might accidentally call the aliens from ID4 with that, dog. You might accidentally bring the Borg to the Earth, dog. Don't do that. That may not be a good look for us, dog. You're gonna accidentally call. You're gonna accidentally call the Phalanx, dog. They're gonna show up. Hey, looking for Obi-Wan. Who is this one called Obi-Wan? And now we got to answer for that shit, dog.
Well, I'll have to consider that as an option. I hadn't really. I just thought it looked cool looking out my window. Someone's like seeing some red light flash, and I'm like, what the F is this, man? And,
See,
if they go through the work, they're like, oh, that'd be dope. Like,
I'm
that'd be
too.
freaking dope if you found that.
I'm paranoid. I see a red beam. I think that's a sniper scope, dog. I'm like, hey, stay away. Rule number one: always stay away from the windows, dog. Never stand too close to the windows. What's going on, Bradley? How do we sound, Bradley?
Hi,
How do we look?
Bradley.
How do we sound? How do we look? How we sounding? How we looking? Can you hear Toots? Can you hear Wash? Can you hear me?
Ugh,
That's my robot noise.
that's
how you-
terrible.
That's how you know I'm part NPC. I think, you know what I'm saying? Like, it activates. Can you feel when you become an NPC? Like when you're out and about and you're not part of your story anymore? You're part of someone else's story? Do you feel that way sometimes? Is that just me? Is that called disassociation? I don't know.
I don't know. I just call it, like, not being able to control my own brain. Because I am in someone else's world, and that's just how it works. It's the place I dislike the most, to be perfectly honest with you. But it is a necessary thing to function in this universe. So yeah,
Like, being in a car just feels like a loading screen. You know what I mean? Like, being in a car, it's just a loading screen to the next thing you got to do.
That's funny.
What?
Yeah.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
was just in traffic for a whole hour, and it kind of does feel that way. Sometimes I enjoy traffic for that exact reason. I get to unwind.
Yeah, traffic can be
and
very therapeutic.
recharge
Yeah,
and reload, I guess.
just breathe.
That's nuts.
I did not find LA traffic to be therapeutic in any way, shape, or form. In fact, I think LA
Most of the time,
traffic
I don't either.
ruined me for driving because it's
Mm.
something that I just don't want to do at all now. It's like car, drive. Yeah, I'd prefer not,
You
but
know,
if I have to.
what was one of the best drives of my life, man, was driving from Vegas to LA, like by yourself, like early in the morning when nobody else is out. You're in the car like dude, walking out my back door, and you just flying, going 103 for like 3 hours straight. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
Straight.
you know what I'm saying? Just cruising. That's a good drive, dude. You could get a lot of thinking done from Vegas to LA real quick. Nice little 5 hour drive. Clear the mind. You don't
If
know?
I don't have to, I'd prefer not to.
Man, I don't know. I like a good drive sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I love a good road trip, especially to the desert.
The
Love
desert,
it.
dude. I'm always out looking for the chupacabra,
Hmm.
but that's me. I'm gonna find that bitch one of these days. I'm gonna get me a.
It's
Yikes.
out there.
I'm gonna get me a chupacabra. I'm gonna.
Chihuahua.
You guys,
Relax. Who
what?
ate your goat?
I just want a chupacabra. Is that
Get
bad?
it? No?
That's
Oh,
Okay.
funny.
Never mind.
who drunk your goat?
Thank you. Thank you, Brian.
I'm
Thank you.
I
sorry.
did get it.
I'm a little
That's
slow on the
no comment.
I'm slow on the intake tonight, guys. I haven't had my Dayquil yet. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I
Don't be doing that.
don't.
So
I
can I just tell you guys, I thoroughly enjoyed what we did the other day with Boondock Saints.
that was a
Oh
good
yeah,
show. It's a good
good
show.
That
show.
was so much fun. That
Yeah.
was a lot of fun. And I started to think, are our reviews are they touching fingers with our lore? Like are they kind of one and the same? Because I feel like lore's a little bit different, but we did go pretty balls deep on this one with Boondock.
Yeah, I think you have something there where they're kind of like they're like two sides of a coin, right? Where lore is supposed to be fixated on a particular object of lore, a part of that movie, the island itself, right? You know what I'm saying? But it kind of blossoms into a review in a weird way,
Sort of a review. Yeah.
right? So
Sort of. Yeah.
with our lores, depending on the object, like if we're talking about Thor's hammer, we're gonna focus on Thor's hammer. But if we're talking about like Thor, the Dark World, we're talking about Malekith and Mew Mew and all that
There
crazy.
you go. That's true.
You
Yeah.
know, so it just depends
Yeah, that's
on
true.
how focused we stay. And sadly, I'm the most least focused human on Earth. So I appreciate you guys keeping me on track because I'll just derail some shit and make it something completely different. So yeah, I think that's the differentiate. That's the what's the word, Toots? The differentiator in those two.
There you go. That's it. Yeah.
Yep,
Bingo.
that's it.
Mountain Dew and Mountain Dew Baja Blast are those two.
And as a shout out in regards to driving, I was searching for it as a trailer that I saw. Deliver at all costs. Check out this trailer. I don't really know what the hell is going on. It's a trailer about think Crazy Taxi, but better. Like
Better.
what's that one freaking game? I can't remember.
Split
Oh,
second.
cult classic. No, cult classic. Like it's old school. You're like walking through the. Anyway, check out the trailer. It looks like super cool mechanics. Like the graphics are super tight, but then all of a sudden, much like the trailer I sent to you guys, or yeah, the one I sent to you about War of the Worlds, all of a sudden this trailer just turns because I'm like watching this trailer. I'm like, oh, this actually looks cool. It's like a delivery man, and then like batshit nuts happens, and I'm like, what is this game? Like it looks dope.
Ooh,
So anyway, check it out.
check it out, dude.
Deliver at all costs, coming out on Xbox. I know.
I'm going
I
to
already
do
wrote it
it.
down. Hi, Jojo.
Jojo. I can't do the
I
Jojo
just
scream
noticed he's
anymore,
here.
Jojo. For multiple reasons. I can't introduce
Brian
you
Brian got
correctly.
mad being the
Brian
main
got mad,
one.
and my voice is still kind of on the mend. So you guys are lucky. Otherwise, JoJo will get the royal treatment, but I can't do it just yet. Hopefully by next live, I could do the bizarre adventures of JoJo for Joe because he deserves it. He deserves the world, that man. Ah, man. But speaking of the world, what's going on with y'all? What's going on in y'all's nerdiverse?
This week, I've been watching a lot of Assassin's Creed Shadow. Is it
Oh,
Shadows?
can you talk about that? Because
I,
I'm getting a lot of
look,
mixed shit about
look.
that.
I have not been excited for this game at all. I've played every Assassin's Creed game, loved them all, with the exception of the Viking one because it was so long that I was
Yeah.
intimidated, and I'm like, yeah, bro, I don't have 90 hours to just do this. You know what I mean? So I just never got into it. But the rest of them are fantastic. That said, I have not been amped for this. All the trailers, like, not amped for this. And I have watched probably 6 hours of this game. This game is beautiful. It is
Nice.
beautiful. It
Okay.
mechanically
Cool.
it looks great. Like I don't know about the story because I'm mostly watching it with the sound off because lowers the spoiler part, which is
Yeah.
also why I watch in the middle. But yeah, no, looks super tight. So I'm kind of stoked to check this thing out.
It's funny. I was watching someone play it on Twitch, and I watched for maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and the whole time the guy was upset because he was irritated by the microtransactions and the 73 currencies you need just to play the video game. And all he did was just complain about that. And the character, he didn't even fight or do anything. He was just lost in like the menu sauce. Like, why do I need to do all this? And there's a battle pass, but the battle pass is free. No, it's not. Chat didn't know what to tell him. So it's
He
like,
sounds just like me.
yeah, he's me. It's like, it's, don't you hate when a good game is spoiled by business? You know what I mean? Like, just keep the game simple. Like, so many games in this console generation have been ruined by games as a service. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people didn't like Mortal Kombat 1, the new Mortal Kombat that just came out, because it's riddled with currencies and mini buys and all that yaya.
And I've been meaning to talk to you about that because every week, I don't know, IGN, YouTube, somebody's dropping trailers every week of character like drops and character moves. And that game looks awesome. They have a huge range of characters, huge range of everything. Graphically, it looks awesome, but no one talks about this game. And I'm like, why is this game not played? But I guess that explains it, doesn't it?
It's funny. They just released the T1000 as a fighting
Yeah.
game character, and he looks great from T2.
I saw
And
that.
he looks
Yeah.
amazing, right? But that
Yeah.
game came out the gate rubbing people the wrong way. And in the fighting game industry, it's really about how you start. It's not about how you finish. Street Fighter V had a horrible start, and that game was playing catch up for its entire lifespan. Same thing happened to Mortal Kombat 1. It just rubbed people the wrong way. No matter, and at that point, it doesn't even matter what the gameplay is. It doesn't matter how pretty it looks. People are just mentally disconnected. Video games
You
are
got
weird that way.
Turtles in that game. You got Punisher. You got everybody in that freaking
You
game.
got
And
Homelander.
no one's talking about
Ah, man,
it at
people are.
all. So
It's like the opposite with movies, right? It's like because movies, you know what I mean. Movies can start quiet and gain traction. You know what I mean? Word of mouth. It's like anti word of mouth for video games. You know what I mean? It's like if once a video game doesn't start, they only like watch it for like the first 3 months. After that, the game's dead. Oh, on to the next
but
project.
product placement can ruin a movie,
I
but it can
mean,
also make a movie, aka Back to the Future 2. You know what I
hey,
mean? Like
Wayne's World
that-
is
it's
you
Wayne's
know,
World,
Wayne's
bro.
World's the most perfect product placement of all time. You know.
right.
Easily number one. Yep.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat's
Yeah,
a
that's
sad
good.
story, dude. Because I got it, because I'm a fighting game guy. I can't play him like I used to. But even I was like, this scene is dead, dude. There's nobody online. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know who wants to fight the computer all day. Nobody.
I
That's a
am
bummer.
not a big fan of spending money once I spend money. You know what I mean? It's like I spend money once and I'd like to have that product
Fulfilled.
done, fulfilled, right? Before you ask me for more money. And that's just not the case these days. And this one last thing I'll leave and then, I don't know if anyone saw all of the obsessively stupid number of ads for DC Dark Legion. Anybody see this come across their
Brian, why?
Instagram feeds? DC
Brian.
Dark Legion, check
Brian,
it out,
please.
play it.
Brian,
Microtransaction hell right there. So
tell me you didn't
yeah,
download
we're
that
done.
thing.
I did download it twice. I downloaded it, played it, deleted it, was like, this is garbage. 15 minutes. I was like, this is garbage. I'm like, nah, no, Brian, don't do that. You did that with Hunters. Downloaded it, gave it 2 hours. I'm like, this is garbage. No, we're done with this.
That shit was
And
malware,
they
dog.
look like they spent a ton of money making, like, Batman, like, turns, like, a bubble will come up, and so Batman will turn and like look, and you're like, why are you spending animation having Batman look at this bubble that I have to read? And then you go to gameplay and it's like Fallout, what's the
It
Fallout
was like
app?
Fallout Vaults is what it was called.
So
I know what
think
you're
of
talking
Fallout
about.
Vaults with like this outside city battle system. It's spend $20, get 4,000 dimes, upgrade your thing so Wonder
4,000
Woman can get
dimes.
healthy. You know, like, I just don't. I
DC
downloaded
can't.
it because it was all over my
Sounds
ad.
terrible.
I was like, let's give it a go. No,
DC can't catch a break when it comes to video games lately, man. The Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League was an amazing flop. Amazing flop. Remember the Marvel Snap version of the DC card game that came out for like a split second? You probably don't.
I texted you about it, and you were like, "It's over.
It's already dead."
Yeah,
Oh,
you
man,
were
why?
like, "Don't,
Shinderu.
dude." No.
I think it was there before he was even born, dog.
Yeah.
They just can't catch a break. I mean, like, what are you gonna do? I mean, you know, like, I think the age of what was that giant game that everybody played? I think the age of the games as a service is kind of done. The age of like,
you're talking Fortnite?
Fortnite,
Not Fortnite.
yeah, Fortnite. I think gamers have kind of moved past that in a weird way.
Yeah, because they're growing up. They're getting older. It's not really that weird.
And the kids now are on something
getting
completely
older.
different. Like the little ones.
They play. Yeah, they play.
Like Roblox
almost
and stuff like
it's
that. You know?
Well, no, I play Roblox. I love Roblox.
Well, I don't know.
Is
Roblox
that how
is-
you pronounce that? Roblox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've always wondered. I was like, Roboblox?
Roblox.
By the way, if you guys play Roblox, I am Momblox with an X 003.
Holla. Find me. I'm out there.
Holla.
I'm out there.
Find me, son.
Find me,
Momblox,
son.
baby.
Battle
Let's
me.
go.
She out there.
I do. I play with my kids. It's great.
Doing camos.
Yeah, and they play this game called something Ballers. I don't know. It's almost like they moved to games they can play on their phone or their tablet as opposed to console games. They definitely don't play console games anymore. That's for sure.
That's what the companies wanted us to do a decade to like 15 years ago. They're like, play games on your phone, folks. And we were all like, no, we don't want to do that. So I'm glad someone.
No, I was addicted to Snake, so I don't know.
Have you guys seen that campaign?
Do you guys Snake on the Nokia phones? That was the very first video game ever.
No. I was
I'm sorry,
more
phone
Candy
game.
Crush and like
Yeah,
Birds.
Bejeweled,
Snake
man.
has been around since I must have been 14, 15 years old. Video games on phones have been around forever. They just keep getting better and better.
I remember that.
Have you guys seen that Xbox campaign where it's like, this is an Xbox? It just shows you a picture of your phone.
That's funny.
They're trying to Xbox is like,
that's funny. No.
Xbox is seriously trying to be like, everything's an Xbox. That PlayStation is an Xbox. Your TV is an Xbox.
Wow.
Anything that takes an electrical current is an Xbox. You know what I mean? Your pacemaker's an Xbox.
I have a hot take though.
What's the hot take?
I did not find the Assassin's Creed series at all entertaining. I thought it was boring.
I could see that.
Boring. Oh
I
my
could see
god.
that.
I used to watch my brother-in-law play, which day's his birthday. Happy birthday, Joshy. But
Gosh.
yeah, I would watch him play, like if I'm at the table eating dinner or something, and he's just happened to be playing, like, and it's just I can't. It's a snooze fest. I don't know how you guys do it.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's pretty repetitive. That I cannot lie to you about. Irregardless of the version, it is the same thing over and over and over again. But you know, some people find it addicting. I enjoy the games.
I
I'm
know.
not like a
That's what
completion like people running around doing everything. I'm like, no, I don't need everything. You know what I mean? I just need the story.
Yeah, I can't
Books
For
throw.
are
sure.
terrible.
Yeah. For most video games, that works for me too. Yeah, just the story, I'm good.
I
Except
can't.
Fallout. Fallout, I will not finish. I refuse.
I
Any of them.
refuse
That's
It's
funny.
any
too
of
much
them.
fun. Way too
No,
much fun.
yeah, I can't. I can't throw stones in that glass house. I think we lost Brian. Let me go get him back. Um, yeah, I'm
Oh,
Mr.
bummer.
Oh no, he's back.
Oh, there
Oh,
he is.
oh no, he's gone
Ah,
again. He's a ghost.
Brad. No, it's him. It's him. He's doing it. The old click out of the camera trick, eh?
He's like that one
Okay,
meme.
can we talk Dare? Now that he's gone, can we talk Daredevil? Because I'm not sure he's watching it. I don't think he's watching it anyway.
Is
I
he?
think he refuses to watch it.
I don't know, cause okay.
Go ahead, please talk Daredevil. I have not watched the latest episode, and Tootie, you are correct. I am not sure I will be watching the latest episode, but go on, please. You can spoil whatever you like. It's
Spoil
fine.
to thine heart's content.
Me spoil?
Spoil.
I don't want
Talk
to
about
spoil.
Daredevil.
Spoilers. I just
Spoil.
have questions. I just have
Okay.
questions.
Ask
So
away.
is little Latin girl? She's gonna be the next White Tiger, right? Because no,
Yeah.
I'm not very familiar with Daredevil. You know this. This
Yeah.
is why I enjoy it so much because I watched the movie and I hated the movie. I'm not a huge Ben Affleck fan to begin with, but yeah, I wasn't a fan. Um, but anyway, so this is pretty much my very first introduction to Daredevil. And again, I had a bad taste in my mouth from him being on the Incredible Hulk, She-Hulk, which I didn't like. I tried,
Mhm.
I did legit give it a chance. It was terrible. Um, but I did like that he's a lawyer, and that kind of was a little bit was fascinating to me because that's a unique position. That's a unique job to have. You're fighting crime and you're also fighting crime. It's
Mhm.
you know what I mean. Anyway, um, yeah. Okay, so is she gonna be the new White Tiger, the
Yeah.
little girl?
Yeah. It's a whole
Is
lineage
that how
thing.
it goes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So
okay, okay. So is his wife anything?
yeah, she's a big comic book character. So is this. Can't spoil.
Yeah, then
Don't
spoil.
spoil that
No.
part yet. No,
No.
because the
No.
last
I'm
thing that
thinking.
happened was
I'm thinking in the
Oh,
super
you mean
future.
the
overall?
Yeah, I'm thinking in the
yeah
super future.
the
Yeah.
the last thing that we saw. Yeah, don't spoil it because I do legit like this character. I really want to know more about him. Um, I don't. I agree. I posted a reel the other day because I agree. Like I've been wanting to see more of him in the suit, but I want to understand why they're doing it so slowly. Like, is it just a thing that they do? Like, is it just this formula thing? Because it's been 2 episodes where he hasn't done shit in the suit. He only did it in the
Well,
very first episode.
I was thinking about that the other day, and this is called Born Again, right? And
Mm.
if you've watched, and mind you, they're asking you to do a heavy lift, which is one thing I don't like what they do about these shows, is they're assuming you've watched seasons 1 through 3 of the Netflix show of Daredevil that is available on Netflix.
Which
So
I heard was really good.
it's excellent. I
Okay.
recommend it. If you walk away loving Born Again, please go back and watch seasons 1 through 3. It'll fill in so many gaps
Very
for
good.
you. But that being
Is it the
said,
same actors
very same
then?
actors. Foggy,
Oh, how cool is that?
the
Sorry.
Kingpin. It's beautiful.
Oh, great. Okay. I knew
So
Kingpin was a return character. I didn't know any of the other ones. I just
yeah,
read that he was a
you
returning.
Punisher, they're all returning characters. It's amazing.
How cool is that? Okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah. Seeing what's his name, John Bernthal, or whatever his name is, as Punisher was kind of neat.
oh yeah, you get
See,
to
that's
see.
new for me. Like,
Hey,
you know what I mean? I'm out of touch with all of these shows. I don't watch
hey,
anything.
Toots. Even he
So
has his own TV show. He has his own Punisher. Has his own season. I think he has
shut
like 2
up.
seasons. He has like 2 seasons as the Punisher. So if you really like
Where's
this,
this?
Netflix is all on Netflix.
Okay.
So if you really
Good to
like
know.
this, you got a whole well of interesting stuff to watch. But I guess
Cool.
my point is like he fights being Daredevil his entire existence, right? He's like fighting with, like you said, I'm an lawyer. I'm supposed to be fighting the law this way, but I just can't seem. But I have this demon inside me that makes me want to fight and bust people's heads open, and I'm Daredevil. So he's constantly at conflict with it. And this is like this season is the breaking point where he's like, I'm just not going to do Daredevil anymore. I'm good. You know what I mean? But you see him.
It's because Foggy dies, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, fuck this.
Yeah, he's like,
Okay.
F it forever. I'm kind of done.
Foggy dies. He loses his girlfriend. Whatever.
It all
Okay.
falls apart, right? But this is kind of like, and like that last episode was so powerful with the dude in jail who at first you hate because he's like coming off like an asshole, but you start to sympathize with him, and it's like it's starting to show Daredevil why characters like him are important to this universe. You know what I mean? I think he's gonna be born again, not just in the aspect of him being a superhero, but him coming to terms with why he needs to be Daredevil, why it's not just good for him, but it's good for the city, for him to don the mantle again. So I think it's a pretty poetic way to kind of show you why it's important. And his absence is speaking louder than him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
There you go. Yeah, that part too. Yeah.
yeah, it's really
Okay.
beautiful.
Shoot. What was I gonna say? Um. Oh, I lost it. Dang it. It had to
Daredevil,
do with.
Kingpin.
Well, of course, it had to do with Daredevil. No, no. Dang it. I'm so bummed because I was. Yeah, that's a
It'll come
bummer.
back to you.
It
It'll
just
come-
it just completely banked. Yeah, it'll come back and I'll interrupt us.
Oh yeah, Vanessa.
But yeah,
Vanessa.
I
Vanessa
legit I
Fitz.
legit do like the show. Okay, so I understand she's very important. I'm understanding that part. I assume he left her. He abandoned her.
Yeah.
In the last series. Okay,
In
so yeah.
Echo.
Okay, so
In Echo, which
so
is a whole nother thing.
okay, he didn't go to jail. He just left to go find himself or gather
Yeah.
his thoughts.
At the end of Echo, he got some kind of like mental break because Echo destroyed him or something like that mentally. So he went off to like find himself and recenter or something like that. And just kind of left
Okay.
everything behind, including his wife, which is bonehead. But okay, you do you boo boo
Agreed.
type situation.
Do you, boo boo? All right. Well, anyway, I really do enjoy it so far. The scene with the fella in jail. Oh my gosh, that was very powerful because that was real. Like everything he was saying was absolutely real. People do. Oh, I missed my court date or I missed this and that because like I've been in those situations and I've heard those same exact stories from people where you are literally tied and bound by something that something else doesn't work out, especially here in California.
Yeah,
There's been twice where I've had to go to court and the court's just closed. They're just closed. They're just, oh, you miss, like, what do you do then? You reschedule your court date, and how do you do that? Like that really does happen in real life. There's just weird circumstances that people get crushed and put into in reality, and I think he laid it out really good. I think that was a really good scene.
yeah.
For
Makes
sure.
you definitely. It's showing Matt all aspects of why the system is jacked up, and why
There you go. Yeah, for
you know,
sure.
and why a character like Daredevil, like White Tiger, like Spider-Man for that matter, need to be in place because in this world the corruption is just way too deep. And of course, at the top of the mountain is the big bad himself, Wilson Fisk,
Yeah.
as the mayor. So you can't get any more corrupt than that in the eyes of a hero. And that's like the Joker being the president. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare scenario.
Yes.
You know, so it's like, what do you do against that? So I think the show is him being born again on multiple levels. You know.
I like it. It's so layered now. I'm glad I was able to ask because, like, there's. I mean, I'm not going to read on it. I'd rather ask you guys because I know you guys are probably. I'd rather hear it from you, basically.
They call
We
me
got
Cliff.
chats. I'm looking at it now.
Cliff notes. Oh yeah, yeah. We got all to call me Cliff because I got them notes. Yeah, Bradley. Bars. Ted Kingpin. What's going on, Brennan? How you doing? What's going on, Mike Prime? What's cracking?
Mike Prime's here. Hi,
Mike
Pops.
Prime. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yay.
Bradley said Marvel Netflix is good except for Iron Fist. Yeah, Iron Fist is lame. We don't talk about Iron Fist. We don't talk about Bruno. No. We don't talk about Bruno.
And I do like Kingpin as a character. I do like. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
that guy's cool. I hear he's weak in this one as opposed to the last one. So he must have been pretty brutal in the last one.
No,
I don't know what makes him weak outside that he's trying to be on the up and up now.
That's why he's weak. Like
Assuming.
I'm telling you, seasons 1 through 3.
Ignorantly assuming.
No, that guy's a problem, dude. And it's just like
I believe it. Yeah.
everybody's kind of mellowed out in this season because it's born again. Even the Kingpin is going to be born again as a villain because
Bro,
he's honestly
crazy.
trying to do the right thing. He's like, I actually want to do right by this city and kind of let it all go. But even that's creeping at him. It's eating at him, just like Frank Castle said. You know, you can't. A tiger can't change his stripes. Is pretty much what this whole series is about. One thing I do love is the kind of like candid interviews they're doing, almost like Boondock Saints. It's a very Boondock Saints kind of
I love that.
approach.
That's exactly what I love that. Yes. Yeah. It's
And
really cool. Hey man, I think that's why it was so fitting to do Boondock Saints like right now cuz like I said, I'm for me anyway, not as a whole, but cuz I'm following the series and they're almost like they're neck and neck. Like they're literally grabbing from Boondock Saints with this one. Yeah, the interviews are a cool part too.
I love
Yeah, I
it.
agree.
And that's something you don't get to see in Marvel is like super ground level. Like, the guy who owns the delicatessen saying like, yeah, man, Kingpin is really cleaning up the city versus Homegirl who's like, nah, man, Kingpin is, you hear he bashed that one dude's head in? You hear that rumor? Like Kingpin's a monster. So you're getting all these different, man, Daredevil needs to come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, or Daredevil's horrible.
Right.
He needs to stay gone. I love seeing stuff like that because it reminds me,
Me
remember
too.
Sam Raimi's Spider-Man where they had those quick little interviews? A man with 8 arms, that's hot. You know what I mean? Lucy Lawless.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, yeah.
I love seeing candid stuff like that about these extraordinary characters. You know what I mean?
We built this city. All right. All right, I'm done. I'm done. Anyway, thank you. Thank you. That was fun. That was a good
It's
talk.
good times, good times. Is anybody watching Reacher? Does anybody care about Reacher on Amazon? Is it just Mike G? I love Reacher so much. It's so good. It's so damn good. And that guy, he's just Batman. This guy, Alan Rickman, he's like 6'5". He's a brick shithouse. He just looks
Brick
like
shit
Batman.
house, bro.
This guy is huge, right? And he's just Batman. He's super smart. He's tactical. It's so annoying because it's
He
so
was
good.
standing next to like Triple H or somebody. He was standing next to a wrestler the other day, a big wrestler, like someone
Yeah.
in shape, and the wrestler looked tiny.
Dwarfed
he
him.
looked like me standing next to like an Olympian. Like it's just like, man, you're kind of pathetic. And Reacher's just like huge. It's like, yo,
Yeah,
bro, like
Alan Rickman is
how much chicken
yoked.
breast you eating, man?
No salt, bro.
What you got? Like 700 grams of chicken breast going
Yeah,
in?
my man,
Like,
chicken breast and hot water, dog. That's it. And
The way to do it.
And fresh air.
And dehydrating himself to get them
Like,
cuts. You know what I'm saying?
So
Dehydration,
yeah.
bro. That's the way to go. That show is so good. I don't care what
But,
anybody says. It's funny. Me and Watch would always talk about like how the superhero genre is kind of slowly making its comeback, but there was a gap where I couldn't stand any of it. You know what I'm saying? And kind of like spy espionage stuff kind of took its place for me. So I started watching things like The Agency and The Night Agent, you know what I'm saying, and Reacher and stuff like that is like super fascinating to me. Like, oh, I'm so upset.
Burn Notice. I know
Burn
you watch
Notice.
Burn Notice.
Oh, I love Burn. I would do a whole podcast
you-
about Burn Notice.
I know you do.
Oh, please
I got
don't
a
even
buddy
don't
who
get me started.
loves Burn Notice. I
Yo,
just
Bri-
never
yo,
got.
Brian,
He's like,
Brian,
dude,
talk.
we used to argue over Burn Notice over Alias, and I'm like, there's just not
Brian.
even. He's like, dude, no, it's not. I tried. It's not. I tried.
Brian.
It's not. And
I
Don't
don't
you-
like it either.
and I don't even
But
think it would
Brian-
hold up today. Like that shit
Shut
was
up!
like 15-year-old like
Yeah.
cereal.
I refuse.
It's not gonna hold up.
Mike has tried to force me to watch Burn Notice,
No.
and
No.
I'm on my phone. I'm good. I'm knocking out. Like I'm done. Like I can't. It's fun. It's a fun show, but it's so cringy.
I can only take so much vitriol towards Burn Notice. I would never shut up about it. 1,000 years. I literally fell asleep to an episode last night where Michael Weston,
believe it.
Michael Weston, who was once a spy, had to save this young lady who was being chased by drug dealers. So he dressed like a drug dealer to catch the drug dealers. Shut up, dog. No one can tell me anything.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Absolute cinema.
How the hell are the
Oh,
robbers
yeah.
going to rob the robber?
That 45-minute serial, season 7, episode 15. You know what I mean? Just locked up in there. I get it, Mike.
To quote
I'm not judging.
Hey, to quote Project
I am.
Pat, how the hell the robbers are going to rob the robbers? How the robbers I'm sorry. There's certain things I'm very irrational about in my life. One of them is Burn Notice. I can't handle it. Hey, Wash, don't you want to do a Burn Notice podcast with me where we go through every single episode?
Why are you gaslighting Brian, bro?
Hey, Brian, don't you want to do
What's
that?
wrong with you?
No.
Don't you want to?
No.
Hey,
Wow.
hey, Toots,
Toots, I know I've asked you before.
Yeah.
Maybe I could follow it up with a couple episodes of Suits. No.
But don't you dare. First of all, don't you dare put Burn Notice and Suits in the same
God.
breath.
They are the same show, essentially. They are essentially the same
Okay.
show.
One
Thank you,
show
Judy.
Yes.
one show has Bruce Campbell and the other one doesn't.
Oh, you're right. That's it.
Checkmate.
That doesn't mean.
Oh, you
Checkmate.
burn.
Burn.
Ugh.
Notice. Don't make my heart hurt. That's like, you know what I'm saying? That makes my heart hurt that I can't do a Burn
Oh,
Notice. There's 2 podcasts I've been trying to get off the ground for like 5 years.
Hey,
One is the Twilight
you
Bros.
become a professional gaslighter, I might,
No,
Like,
you started. I'm buying what you're selling there, Mike G.
Yo, bro, nothing's stopping you after live hopping on and getting on Burn Notice season 1, episode 1. Mike G with the Burn
Here's the
Notice
thing.
podcast. You
By
know,
myself-
Bradley, it's not good. It's not good, Bradley. It's
No,
not.
shut up.
Don't
It's
even.
excellent. It's excellent.
It's just gonna piss you off.
It's excellent. Michael Weston is smart because he uses duct tape. Be smart. Don't use a
There
gun.
you go.
Use duct tape. It makes me upset. I want to get the Twilight Bros off the ground. I want to do my Twilight Zone podcast, and I want to do a Burn Notice podcast before I die.
That I'll do. Twilight Zone, I'll do for sure. Let's
I
do
watched all those episodes of Twilight Zone, and guess who's still waiting on a podcast to happen? That's going to be
Let's
this
go.
guy, because Mike's like, yeah, man,
This
let's
guy.
do Twilight Bros, man. All right, I'll watch a bunch of episodes. I think I watched the whole fucking series, to be perfectly honest.
That's
with
one
you.
of those.
And I'm like, no, we just not
If I-
going to do
if I
this
had
content. All right.
Patreon maybe, man, but it's one of those
Yeah,
like
start it up.
passion projects. Like I gotta
Twilight
do,
Zone, I'm down. Let's do it, dude. I'm down.
I,
Yeah,
I'm
do a
super. That's
Patreon,
fucking
like,
great.
I gotta
you
do a
know,
patch.
so-
Use my language.
One of these damn
too.
days, Doug. But Reacher is super good. I'm so upset because I tried to watch Den of Thieves 2 came out last night on Netflix, and I've been talking
I
about
saw
that for
that.
a while. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
out.
You're stoked.
I'm stoked. I watched half the movie and turned it off. What?
What happened?
I don't know. It's like it's too dry. The first one, you know what it was? It was the first one was a perfect microcosm of things I knew and things I didn't know. It was based in Gardena, mind you. Shout outs Gardena, shout outs Inglewood, shout outs Long Beach. It was based in LA, so that kind of tickled my brain a little bit. I love the guy who played Merriman, who went on to play Master Chief in the Halo TV series. He added a lot of personality to it. And the first movie just flowed a lot better than what this was flowing. This kind of felt like an episode of Leverage. You know what I'm saying? Like it was talking too much and not doing a little more conversation, a little less action, please, but in reverse. You know what I mean? And I just fell asleep. I was
Too
like,
much action?
not enough action. It was
I
too
am
much
Oh, that's
conversation.
okay. Yeah.
I'm just having a hard time understanding the juxtaposition, whatever that word is, regarding you and Den of Thieves 2, and yet Burn Notice is like fucking fire. But
Burn
Den of
Notice is-
Thieves 2, nah. No, Burn Notice though, bro, like, it just
Bro.
seems weird.
Bro.
Burn
It-
Notice is like
hey.
a comedy. You
Hey,
know
Burn-
what
I feel
mean?
like if
It's
there
not
was a
even
lot of
serious.
talking and not a lot of action, it probably was a giant episode of Burn Notice.
Did you know? Did you know that Michael Weston knows 5 different forms of karate? It can speak 5 languages,
No
including
shit.
Russian and
I was just-
Farsi. Did you know?
Look at him. He's trying to change everything because we're roasting Burn Notice.
It's
Did you
like
know-
I'm sorry to bring it up.
Deflect,
like,
deflect,
again,
deflect.
Guys, did you know that in one episode of Burn Notice? Don't get me started,
Oh,
man. Let's change the subject, man. You're
I
breaking my
have
heart,
two.
dude.
I have two items of note. One question, actually, one item of note, because I know we have some David Cronenberg fans here. He also had a trailer drop. Looks super creepy. The Shrouds. Also, I forgot about that.
Not on my
Something you
radar.
said made
I'll
me
check it
think
out.
About it. Yeah. Him and Guy Pearce. Been a minute. And Diane Keaton.
Ooh, I like Diane
Looks
Keaton.
cool.
Ooh.
Like people like think of your husband or wife buried in your backyard and you decide to put a camera on them 24/7 because you can't stand being without them so that you can watch the video of them in their casket.
Sounds
Yeah,
about
super
right.
creepy.
Sounds about right.
Second question. Yeah, Judy's like, oh, she's in. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was super
Yeah, that
creepy
sounds
trailer. So,
nuts.
Yeah, we can do that.
anyone watching Snow White?
Hell nah.
No.
Hell
Hey,
nah.
okay, I was wondering.
Not for any
That's all I got.
moral high standing. I just can't stand Disney live actions. I don't watch any of them. I can't watch any of the
I
Disney
don't
live
watch any of
actions.
them. The only one I am looking forward to is Stitch. The live action
I didn't
Stitch
see
movie
that
looks
trailer.
really cute. And it works for Stitch. You know what I mean? It doesn't work for this crap. Like, yes, I agree. Like, they should have never made Mufasa. Like, where did that come from?
I
And
hate
who asked for
Mufasa.
it?
No one.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm. Yeah, exactly. No one asked for that. As far as live action, the only one that was okay was Jungle Book.
The
I guess.
only one I kind of wanted to see was Little Mermaid because I wanted to hear the new soundtrack. But even I didn't stick around for that. I didn't watch it. So,
I didn't watch it either.
guys, I have great news. So,
Okay.
based on the chat, Bradley's going to make his triumphant return to MOTN because he's going to watch Burn Notice and do the Burn Notice podcast with me. That's what he's saying in chat.
Oh,
Look
at that.
okay.
Look at that.
Let's
Look at
go.
Look at that. Look
Because
at
I'm
that.
not
Look
it.
at that confirmation. Confirm.
All right, Bradley.
Bradley.
Bradley,
Just type
taking
confirm in the
bullet.
chat. Just type
We
confirm in the chat.
appreciate that, buddy.
Do it. Just type confirm in the chat, dog.
That's
Sorry.
a Jedi move right there.
He said, "Hell no,
Taking
Mike."
one for the team.
No. You guys,
Oh, was he gaslighting you? Well, how you're getting good, buddy.
you guys supposed to be my friends, dog. I love y'all, man. The betrayal, dude. All I'm saying.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm not gonna
No
go
one-
see.
No one wants to do their
No-
notice.
no-
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no desire to watch Snow White ever.
How about you, Brian?
Oh no, I don't watch children's like movies because.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
You know.
that's smart.
But I would. It looks. Snow White live action. I figured I'd check. See if people were excited about it.
Is it?
Well, we've had this discussion already. You can't. Gal Gadot, though. I can't. It's not gonna happen. We did, and that's probably my main reason. Is like none of this works. None of it works. So yeah, no, I'm good. CGI dwarves. Come on, you guys. Like we could have used. We have several real ones. We could have just let them work.
Can
But
an episode?
that's me. That's
can a-
Hollywood me. That's Hollywood, right? Like that's not cool.
You're
but
so
anyway.
lucky.
Yes, Mike.
You're so lucky we don't have ISO on Toots because that's an ISO on Toots
Oh,
moment.
thank you. No, thank
That's
you.
ISO.
We're
That's
good.
ISO on Toots moment.
I like the ISO.
thanks.
The ISO was kind of cool.
I'm bringing it back. I'm figuring it out.
They're so intimate.
I'm bringing back. She doesn't like it. Dog. It's too close.
It's your camera.
No,
It's your shot.
I'm
You know
figuring.
what I mean? It's your
I'm
moment.
still tinkering with this thing. ISOs are coming back. I promise you. No, there's nothing really, other than that, and I'm upset. I'm gonna finish Den of Thieves because I have to, just so I can get it out my system. But it just couldn't keep my focus. I don't know. Maybe
They announced the part 3 too, didn't they?
yeah, they announced the part
Yeah,
3.
they-
Apparently,
like,
the
as
movie did
soon as-
well.
It did super well. Like it made a
Apparently, yeah.
bunch of money. Like
Yeah.
yeah. So no, they did announce a part
We'll
3.
see-
That
we'll
much I know.
see,
But
dog. Gaming. I'm still playing Monster Hunter. Still playing that. Everyone's kind of beat the game and jumped ship. You know what I'm saying? But I like to take my time with these things. It's a wine, Sip it slowly. My 3:00 in the morning gaming missions are over, dog. Play for 45 minutes, eat dinner, go to bed. I respect it. Man, Bradley said if he watches Bird Notice all the way through and it's bad, he'll never let me hear the end of it. I can assure you it's great.
I agree. I've only watched handfuls of minutes of episodes before I get bored and I go back to my phone. But like he's literally like, Nez, watch this. Nez, watch. You want to watch this with me? You watch Bird Notice? The answer is no. The answer is always no. And I'll be nice and be like, yeah, let's do it. I'm down. And I'm like, oh no, it's not happening. Yeah.
Out of
So
respect
yeah,
for my
clown
friend,
away.
I've watched
Yes, sir.
full episodes of Bird Notice. No, no,
Thank you.
no.
Thank you.
Why?
I hope you guys can see I'm cutting my eyes at both of you. I'm
I
cutting,
see. Yeah, we're
Like, that's
looking. We're
fine.
looking
Cutting-
right at you,
you
buddy.
know.
cutting my eyes
It's
at
all
both
good.
of you. You guys dash my
Right at
dreams.
you.
I'm a simple man.
Aw.
I'm a simple man and have simple dreams. These are the things I wish to fulfill
Aw.
before my day is done. You know what I'm saying? So my ancestors could say, Mike talked about Burn Notice.
Then I'll just change the subject from Bird Notice because
I will not stop.
that
Please
could be
do.
over.
Please do, because
Like,
I will
that
not
could be
stop.
over.
Yeah.
Are we doing random select this evening?
Yes,
perhaps?
Brian read my mind. Thank you.
Excellent.
Let's do a draft real quick. We got a few minutes.
All right.
Excellent.
So how are we gonna do? So just to break down the rules real quick, please watch Toots. Let me know if I miss anything. So we each chose 8 films that are based off graphic novels, and we have a definitive list of our 8 combined, placed in a number lexicon, 1 through 25. Was it 24?
24.
1 through 24. So what we're going to do is a random number generator of those 24 to pick our top 8. And those will be the films we do and pit against each other for random select Toots. Would you please give us the honors of listing our 24?
All 24? I don't have all 24. In fact, I don't
have
have.
all-
I'd have to get. I'd have to grab.
I have
Brian,
all
do you have them
24.
all?
Yeah.
Sweet,
yeah.
let's do
Brian,
it.
Let's do it. Run through.
Thank you,
So-
Brian.
Okay, not a problem. Number that tweets there. Number 1, The Rocketeer. Number 2, From Hell. Oh, these are the contestants, not
Not the
movies. These
winners,
are
the contestants.
Rocketeer, From Hell. 3, Dread. Even though we do not have a clarification if that's new or Stallone's Dread.
I think it's New Dread. Was it 2023?
Was that mine? I don't know.
I think it was yours.
If that's mine, I'll figure that one out. I don't know if I put the
Fair enough.
date on it.
Either one
It's
is
not on
fine.
here.
Either one's
Okay.
fine.
The Illustrated Man, never even heard of it. V for Vendetta, Astro Boy, League of an
Ooh.
Extraordinary Gentleman, 30 Days of Night, Hellboy, Watchmen, Road to Perdition, Persepolis, Kingsman and the Secret Service, The Crow, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Snowpiercer, Elektra, 300, Nightmare Alley, Fahrenheit 451, TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
Kick-Ass, Old Boy, and rounding out with Sin City and the 24 spot.
We got some murderers on there. We got some murderers.
Those
on
are
there.
insane picks, man. Those are
Nightmare
insane
Alley.
picks. Hey, chat. We have a handful of people in our chat. What do you guys want to see? Like, I think maybe your vote will help influence us. So if one of those popped out to you, let us know in the chat because we would like that.
Yeah.
I wrote down what I like. I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I wrote down 7. That I'm like, I kind of hope like we do, and it's a mix of all of ours, so not just mine. I promise.
I have not
Yeah,
seen
I'm excited
at
for this.
least 6
This is
at
gonna be
all
fun.
in
This
total.
is gonna be fun.
For sure, I
actually-
have not seen Nightmare Alley, and there's a few I have not seen that you chose, Brian, and I think there's like 2 that I've not seen that Mikey chose. Maybe 3. I don't remember his list, but yeah.
I've sold Paropolis twice on DVD
I've never seen
on
it.
my eBay store and have never seen it.
Never
It's some
seen it.
French like animated film
Yeah.
sold for like $20. I was like, oh, all
Nice.
right, I'll take that for a DVD.
Was it Nausicaa
Anyway.
on that list too? Or am I tripping?
No.
oh,
no
no,
Nausicaa.
Nausicaa. Okay, fair
No.
enough. All right.
Who has the random number generator? That me, Tootie, you, Mike? Mike, we
I
won't
could-
put that on you because something might break. So
I can't
Tootie,
touch
you got a
anything.
random? Yeah, don't touch it. I got a random number generator up if you need it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it has to be you. I didn't bring out my other phone to do it.
No worries, we
should have.
got it.
Had I known.
So,
Okay.
everybody, someone keeping track of these? Want to write them down?
I have my phone.
'Cause
I
we'll need
will.
8.
I will
It'll
send
be
I will send an email to myself with the 8s. So I'm ready to rock and roll.
so our very first movie of the movie random select tournament is going to be number 12, Persepolis.
Persepolis.
Okay.
Persepolis will be doing battle against Kick Ass.
Kick
Ooh,
ass.
okay.
Our next selection is going to be Astro Boy
Astro Boy.
doing battle against Nightmare Alley.
Nightmare
Ooh.
Alley.
I wanted to see it, so I'm kind of glad it came up. I was curious. All right, we have 4 more left in our draft. Scott Pilgrim versus the World
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
versus Old Boy. That's gonna be a
Old
battle.
boy.
That's gonna be an
That's
insane
gonna be a
one.
battle.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's
Talk
gonna
about
be good.
two
Yeah.
movies that are completely night and day.
That's gonna be so
That's
good.
gonna be insane. I can't wait.
And our last combatants, Kingsman and the Secret Service,
Kingsman and the Secret Service.
will be battling against Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in 1990, which will also be quite insane.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990.
Mike,
second.
if you want to finish those off or read those off of our final, that'd be great.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990. So I have the definitive list here,
So do I.
and here we go. So round 1, fight. Say that for me. Persepolis versus Kick-Ass. And I don't even know what that's gonna look like. Astro Boy versus Nightmare Alley. Now, is this the remake of Astro Boy, the new one? Or is this like OG Astro Boy? Because
Hold
there
on,
is
whose pick was Astro Boy? Was that mine? Oh, that's me. Yes,
That's
we're gonna
you.
go with the 2009 film. 'Cause
That'll
that's
work.
What
Okay.
that was based
Perfect.
off of.
Okay.
It's based off of the 52 graphic novel.
Yes.
Who knew there was a 52 graphic novel of Astro Boy?
Perfect.
All
All right.
Yep. Go ahead.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World, based off the Scott Pilgrim graphic novels, and versus Old Boy, which was based off a graphic novel. I didn't know. Makes sense though.
Either.
Makes sense though.
Nope. 2003 Old Boy.
Yep.
Yes.
2000, the OG one, the one that needs translation. Kingsman in the Secret Service versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. TNITURTLE power. TURTLE power. TURT. Come on, guys. How do you ever expect to beat me? Good answer. Good answer. I can't wait. I love that freaking movie. That's our top 8. And how this is going to go is we're going to have a fighting game type head-to-head where we're all going to watch these movies versus each other, and we're going to have a panel where we discuss which movie we think should win the fight. In the past, it would be between me and Brian, and one of us would have to contest to the other for the victor. But now we have a wild card. Toots has entered the fighting game, so now
Wild.
now we have a definitive winner because we're all gonna vote for the same movie, or someone's gonna be wrong, and I love that. That's a
Unanimous
whole
decision or not.
Yep,
No.
it's gonna add a whole nother wrinkle to the experience. So we're gonna be preparing that. I'm gonna make
No,
some,
not the American version, Bradley.
yeah, not the
No.
American version. No, it's gonna be the OG version. Hallway scene
Absolute
with
garbage.
the hammer. Yeah, we don't
Yep,
talk about.
for
We
sure.
don't talk about.
I like the
Bruno.
American version.
I did
That was the
not
first
at
one I
all.
saw. That's the one I was like, oh shit, what is
Really?
this? And then like
Well,
I
I
went
mean-
back, I was like, oh, there's an original, and I was like, oh shit, what is this?
Oh
I
yeah.
was like, this is awesome. So anyway, yeah, I thought it was all right. Who's that? That's Thanos, isn't it?
Yeah, Thanos and
that boy?
Samuel Jackson. We
Samuel
don't talk
Jackson's in
about
that movie?
Bruno. I think so.
God, I don't remember that.
I think he shoehorned himself into that one.
I'm like he's in everything. Tootie, I noticed that none of your movies were picked, so for our next random select, you will get an exclusive pick.
That's fair.
Did I not pick Scott Pilgrim or Kick-Ass? I thought I
I-
picked at least
Oh,
one of
you got
those.
Kick-Ass?
You picked
were just
Kick-Ass.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, all right, excellent. You're in there. Kick-Ass,
Yeah.
excellent.
Kick ass. I've only seen that movie once, dude.
Once.
I watched the first two. I think is there three of them or is there only two? I like them.
I like them.
Anyway.
It's just one of those.
It's
I like them. I just only seen it once. It's just one of those. So it'd be fun to revisit that
Excuse me.
against. Who was it against again? That was
Read
against.
that list again one more time because I don't have it.
I'm gonna email it to you guys, but
So
I'm gonna put it
number
in the
one
chat.
was Persepolis versus Kick-Ass.
Yep, Persepolis versus Kick-Ass.
Number two was Astro Boy 2009 versus Nightmare Alley. Number three was Scott Pilgrim versus Old Boy 2003. Number four was Kingsman and the Secret Service versus TMNT 1990.
Yeah, I haven't seen 4 of those movies out of the 8.
Beautiful. I haven't seen Persepolis. I haven't seen. I've seen the rest of these. I think at some point.
Persepolis and Nightmare Alley are the two I have not seen.
I can't wait for you guys to watch Nightmare Alley. That messes.
I love Kingsman, by the way. Who chose Kingsman. I love that movie.
Yeah, that was
Kingsman
me.
and the Secret Service. I love that movie.
Is there
Sweet.
anyone who thinks they have a strong contender as a winner just off the top looking at the
good
list?
question.
No. Oh, as far as mine, no. I'm not
just-
winning at all.
If I
No,
had to
just
pick,
Okay,
who might win? What film might win the battle?
I think
Yeah.
Old Boy
I
is
do,
strong.
but do we
I think-
say it?
I
That's
think-
what I'm gonna choose.
think
I was
Old Boy
gonna
is
say
strong.
Old Boy.
Old Boy?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think Old Boy is super
Brian,
strong.
I cannot wait for you to. Did you watch the Korean one yet?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
okay.
one.
Yeah, okay.
I watched
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
okay.
no, it's excellent.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's in there. I can't say if that's gonna win. I don't know. Nightmare Alley, I'm gonna have to rewatch, and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. That's a
Super strong, too.
classic freaking 20-year movie.
I
man,
mean,
that's
Kingsman's
held up. So
Kingman's pretty strong too. I can watch
Kingsman. Oh my
Kingsman.
god.
I can watch Kingsman every day, dog. That movie is crazy.
tomorrow I will put together a quick list, Tootie, and get that over to you guys via chat
Thank you.
behind the scenes with.
Well, I've already texted. I've already
Well-
texted to chat. I texted to chat the
That
list.
way, I'm gonna put together a list of where to view them. That way, we can leave it for the audience for
Oh,
chat.
beautiful.
That way,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
they
yeah.
want to
That's
watch along the movies with us, we can do that. And finding the
Love
movies
that.
is part of the hunt. So if you do have to pay $2, $3, $4 for a movie, that is part of the fun of doing the adventure. So exploring,
Yep.
finding something new, and maybe you come out. Just as a quick throw out for me, what's the horror movie, Mike? Number one. What's the horror movie? They made 9 of them that I'd never seen.
Saw.
Saw. I had never seen Saw. We went and did the horror random select back in like 2015, 2016. And I'm watching Saw, and I'm so amped when I'm doing this review with Mike, and Mike is just looking at me, and I'm like, no, it's so epic, dude.
Yeah.
And
Welcome.
that's some of
Welcome.
the fun that a movie that had been out 20 years, I didn't even I not on my radar. Wouldn't have even watched it. But fuck, that movie's awesome.
You know what's fun? Before this was all audio, right? We were all audio. I would do a slide here and there. I'm pulling out all the stops for this random select. I'm gonna try to get animated images. I'm gonna go all out for the presentation. So we do
can
this
pull clips.
right. Pull clips.
Yep.
It's gonna get nutty. So I'm excited. This is our first major visual event of the year. I like to think of the random selects as events because it's gonna take a while for us to work through. It's gonna take multiple episodes for us to get the definitive winner of this random select. So I'm beyond excited to where this goes and see what really wins. Because one year, Young Frankenstein won. Remember that? And
Well deserved.
we had no idea.
And it was up against some movies
heavy.
too.
It was like The
And-
Thing versus like a Young Frankenstein, and that ended up winning.
We were
Crazy.
both like looking at each other going, are we doing this? Is Young Frankenstein about to win this thing? And that's what happened. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, that was an epic
Amazing.
moment. We were both like, I can't believe we're saying this. But yeah, Young Frankenstein is the best. Wins this random. It's
That's
a random
great.
select champion.
That's
So,
cool.
And one day,
Hey Bradley, the chat's on Instagram, and you are in. You're tagged in the group chat. Just so you know,
yep. So
you're there.
anytime. So when we start doing that Burn Notice episode, yeah, you can just jump in and we'll go ahead and
Wow,
schedule that and lock that in.
Random
Episode
Brian,
one.
you tried.
best
You
8
tried.
burn notice
Best 8
episodes.
there.
MOT. You know
Please
what?
no.
Let's go
I'm
into
good.
plug. How about we go into plugs? How about we just go into plugs?
Okay.
It-
Okay,
it's-
let's do it.
let's go.
I'm done. Okay.
I hate you both. I love you both.
One thing we won't be plugging will be Burn Noticed, ever, and Rawhead Rex. Just so you guys
First of
know.
all, now you're
Okay,
just
we
pissing
already-
me off. No,
Oh
stop.
my
stop.
God.
Stop. ISO on mic. ISO on mic. Stop.
Fuck.
You shouldn't have mentioned his name. You invoked his name. Don't mention Rawhead Rex and expect me not to have a virtual response. I'm sorry. Rawhead Rex is coming. One way or another. If I have to do
It's not. Yeah, on your own. Yeah, it's all you. You will have to do it. Maybe on a fig. Maybe on a figured it out. Saturday nights, 8 p.m.
Saturday nights, 8 p.m.
Maybe you could do it on your own on a figured it out. Can I do plugs, or are we done? You gonna expound?
Look at my face.
We're good, right? Good.
We're-
We're good. I'm
just-
fine.
just
We're
let
good.
Just let me be mad, dog. Just let me be mad.
Yeah, you're good. I'm good on you. Yeah, we're fine.
Damn.
So MOTN tomorrow being Saturday, and this is probably going to date the episode a little bit, and I apologize for that. But if anybody is local in California, in Los Angeles specifically, we will be at the grand opening of the Comic Den, which is based in the heart of Los Angeles. We do have some giveaways that we're going to be giving away within the raffle, so we're technically sponsoring them. So we are. This is our first time actually sponsoring somebody, which is really nice for Masters of the Nerdiverse. So congratulations to us. I also want to let you guys know that we do still have merchandise available. We still have stickers that are probably going to be gone by tomorrow because I'm probably going to end up giving them away. But you can always reorder them. We have mugs. We have t-shirts. We have hoodies. I'm eventually going to get my hoodie because I want one. We also have our red sunglasses, which is our brand. So anybody wants something, hit us up on the DMs. Let us know that you've subscribed to our channel. We'll find out. We'll prove it to us because
Prove it.
I don't know. I'm trying to be mean, but I can't. Anyway.
Do it.
But yeah, that's our merchandise. And there you go. Do it. Oh, that was threatening.
I'm threatening.
So yeah, that's that. This week on Instagram, I think the only thing that I actually have scheduled for Instagram is we're going to vote for our next MOTN lore, which probably won't happen for the next couple of weeks, but let's start brainstorming. We're going to talk about choosing 4. We have no idea what they are because we ran out of ideas. So we'll find 4 more new creative ones and we'll let you guys know what they are. You guys pick away, it's beautiful. I vote for your next lore. I wrote that.
I like the bars. Bars.
Thank you. And that's all I have for plugs.
Perfect. Just a couple of plugs on my end. MOT, I figured it out once again tomorrow night. There's a lot of interesting 1/6 scale releases that came out this week that I'm itching to talk about. So MOTN lore for that. I'm doing my very first figure unboxing video. I'm extremely excited to get
Is this
that
the
off the
birthday
ground.
gift?
Yes, this is
Yeah.
the birthday
Okay,
gift.
excellent.
So
excellent.
I am doing a figure unboxing video. I'm gonna spare it no expense. I don't know if it's gonna be an Instagram exclusive. I don't know if it's gonna be a full blown YouTube thing. I'm working on it. So I'm gonna be working on that this weekend. Hopefully have it out before the end of the weekend. Very excited for that. And also looking forward on Instagram side, MOTN Fig Pin finds for April 2025. So I'm pulling together some
Nice.
fig pins. I want to release my fig pin finds monthly. I think that's a way to gather enough good ones to make it worth the video. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be working on the fig pin finds for April 2025. There are some fire pins I was able to find, especially one that's going to make Toots squeal. Can't wait to see that response. You're going to go, yeah. You're going to make that noise.
Okay. I do make that noise.
Yeah, just like that. I don't know why. It's super accurate. So looking forward to
sorry.
all this nerd collecting stuff that I will be bringing to the table for the upcoming future. Tomorrow night, be there, be square. Anything you want to talk about, Watch, before we close this bad boy out?
Thanks for being here. We appreciate it.
Hands up.
Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your mom,
Tell
your
your
dad,
mama, dog.
tell your cousin. Put
Tell
it in
your
front of your
daddy.
pet.
Tell
We
your
don't care.
daddy.
Yeah.
First
But
of
we do
all,
appreciate you being here.
Bradley, thank you for
It
coming
is
through.
cat friendly.
It is very cat friendly. We love
Yes.
cats here. Jojo, thank you for being here. Mike Prime and Brennan, thank you for being here.
Rawhead Rex versus Demon Perf movie.
Y'all don't respect me, dog. That's the problem. That's the ultimate. That's the ultimate random select. That is the ultimate random select, dog. This is. It is gonna. If it comes down
Almost
to
died. That was funny.
if it comes down to it, I'll
That
do
was
it.
funny.
Demon Purr movie would probably win
Oh
though.
my god.
I hate.
That
I
was
love.
so funny.
I love you all. I hate you all. You know what I mean? It's such a strange relationship I have with my best friends, my colleagues. Like our content, please, if you found this interesting or fun. Comment on our episodes. What would you like to see for lore? Leave a comment. Hit us up on Instagram. Toots is doing the Lord's work on Instagram. Hit us up on Instagram. Let us know what you want to see in the lore. We'll add that to the collective and see if it makes it. Subscribe to our channel so that you know when episodes like this are coming up. And be here Friday nights, yo. We're here every Friday night, rain, sleet, or snow, for lives to keep everybody entertained and honestly to keep us all sane. So we're absolutely excited to be here with you guys. I'm, of course, being your host, Mike G. This has been MOTN Live, and I hope you all have a safe, fun weekend. Take care, Toots. Take care, Wash. Let's call it there. MOTN out.
I'm done.
I'm done.